Well, we've all been trying to show our gratitude for healthcare providers and first responders, but what about the other essential workers who are going about their work just to make sure that we're taken care of and our lives are a little bit easier during this quarantine time? We've got Amy Latta here with some more ideas on how to express thanks. Thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm so excited about this idea.
I think it's a great idea because you know what? We're all ordering a lot more online, getting a lot more deliveries. We want to make sure that the people along the way that are getting us our needs, that they're taken care of and that we express some gratitude towards them.
Absolutely. So I got this idea actually because I did something similar back at Christmas time. I did most all of my Christmas shopping on Amazon this year. So as the drivers kept coming and dropping off the things, I thought I want to do something to show my appreciation. So I had put out a basket that just had some snacks and some bottled water. And it was so fun to see that they were taking them and that they were enjoying those things. So I thought, right now is a great time to bring that back.
Exactly.
So all I did, and anybody can do this, it's so simple. I just took a tray that I already had and I filled it with some snacks. I've noticed I put some chocolates, some sweets on here too, but what goes first is the salty snacks. So like we have the little packs of goldfish. I had granola bars in here, but they're all gone now. Little bags of pretzels, things like that, sodas or bottled water. Because a lot of times these folks haven't had a chance to stop and get a good lunch or dinner. And, they're just working so hard all day long. So it's a little pick me up for them. And the other thing that I included this time that I didn't have to use at Christmas is homemade face masks. And Elsa, you and I have talked about two different patterns for making these that I shared on my blog. So what I did was I took some extras after I had donated the others to the hospital, and I put them in sandwich bags, and I made a little topper that says thanks. You don't have to do all that. You can just stick it in a baggie. But what I did was I added that with the snacks. I put a sign out to go with the tray, and it just says, hey, delivery drivers and the mail carrier too, anybody who's dropping things off, feel free to help yourself to a snack or a face mask, whatever you need. And that way they know that it's free for them to take, and they can take whatever it is that they want. I had noticed a lot of the delivery drivers and our mail carrier for a long while didn't have a face mask, and I wanted to be able to offer that to them to protect them while they're helping us.
Amy, you are just the sweetest. Even I'm getting goosebumps with all that.
Oh,
I think if I were to come to a house and see that all of that was prepared for me, including the mass that you're considering my well-being as I'm providing this service, it does a lot. And it's something small that we can all do to sort of encourage our essential workers. You had another idea too about sort of documenting this time, because again, this is an unprecedented time. So we do want to remember it for the good and the bad, all of it.
that's so true. And I find for myself, the best thing that I can do for my own sanity and mental health is to be creative. And I thought that creating a little quarantine journal was the perfect way to do both of those things, to let me create and to, like you said, have documentation. I was talking to my husband's 99-year-old grandmother who said, I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime. So we're definitely living through history. So I just took a blank sketchbook. You can take any kind of notebook that you have and just some markers. That's all you need, literally. And I just made myself a journal. And the first thing I did, this is my mood tracker. And those of you who do bullet journaling might know what this is all about. But basically, you create something where you can color in each day a coded thing for how you've been feeling. So I use these little pennant banners and put the dates on, and then you can see if I was feeling happy, anxious, tired, sad, content, angry, frustrated, those kinds of things. So it's just kind of a way to document and to recognize, how am I feeling today? How am I doing? And then I did a little bit about me, like what's going on right now? What do I wish? What do I miss? I wrote a poem about toilet paper. I have my one line a day where I summarize what we did and what happened in our life in one line. And it's just sort of a little documentation that I can come back to and be like, oh yeah, that happened. And then I did things I can do for self-care. I have, today is Blur's Day, the 14th of April, May.
That's what it feels like. But
Yeah.
I love that you're doing that. And I love that you're encouraging us to do that too, because it is something, again, we've never lived through a time like this before. And it is something that we're going to be telling our kids about, our grandkids about, and future generations. So it's nice just to be able to document it in a beautiful, colorful way as well to get
Yes.
more
You can
ideas.
your hand lettering skills.
Yeah, absolutely. So to get more ideas, learn some more hand lettering, all of that, we can go to your website, right?
Please do come visit me at amylattacreations.com for all kinds of ideas and hand lettering instruction.
All right, Amy Latta, thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.